courtesy of the Sydney Morning Herald and Michael Shamus. And according to his report, Canterbury and St George Illawarra have approached the NRL to propose a blockbuster fixture between the two clubs to launch the 2026 season. So both clubs obviously haven't played over in Vegas yet, but this is the purported rumour, Kurt. It goes on to say, the Bulldogs are considered one of the front runners to feature in the NRL's third instalment of Vegas next year and have joined forces with the Dragons to make it a reality. Adam Druesi, who is the Bulldogs chairman, said a Bulldogs-Dragons clash in Las Vegas would be epic. Him alongside Phil Gould and the CEO Aaron Warburton have gone on a fact-finding mission. Whatever that means. That sounds like an excuse for a bit of a junket over in Vegas. But there's been some talk building up in the last couple of months, Kurt. The Dragons could be a team heading over there. The Dragons, maybe not lately with the way that things have happened on and off the field, but traditionally have had a very strong fan base and a very strong presence all over the world. I remember interviewing Anthony Mundine a few years ago and said that when he went over with Brisbane to play in the World Club Challenge, there was people in the UK that were Dragons fans and Mundine fans would come up to him. So two strong fan bases, two sides that don't like each other. We're only separated by a matter of kilometres when you compare Cogra and Belmore. It could be a cracking start to the 2026 campaign.
It does make sense, and everyone's got to go at some point anyway.
Until they stop it.
Well, they got the 5-year contract. So from what I've been told as well, West Tigers are an unofficial lock as well for next year. There was some hesitation about not sending a Queensland side this year, so I've got to think there might be one to go next year. I understand the Cowboys, the NRL are very keen to get them there soon as well because the Cowboys, they've got fans all over the place.
Yeah.
They'll come out of the mines in North Queensland and all over the shop. So look, it's a low-hanging fruit for both clubs right now because they will get some fans over there, particularly with both sides kind of on that upward trajectory. So if they're going to go together, they might as well, and it would be a big game. And then you could have maybe the secondary game, West Tigers versus Cowboys or something like that. But yeah, I like it. I like the idea because they're both teams are going the right way. So, we could be potentially looking at 2 top 8 sides this year going into a Vegas next year, which would be
Mate, there's got to be a Red
cool.
V podcast trip. Well, if the Dragons going, definitely. But if the Dragons and Tigers are going, then it's a pretty straightforward decision to make, mate.
I wonder if there's any chance by the end of this year we could be buddies with the Dragons club.
Yeah.
And they could send us.
Yeah, imagine that.
That would